A look inside the Japanese radio coming up next. Good morning, YouTube. Here with you on a Thursday morning. Yeah, I had to think about that. Kylie spent the night last night because she doesn't have school. She's on fall break, and I have to take her tutoring today, so it was just easier for her to stay here. And so we had some good chicken last night for dinner, and that was excellent. The radio that you'll see a clip from in the next part of this is still on the bench. I haven't had a chance to test the tube, and like I said, I recorded this last night, just put it on the bench and basically took it apart real quick, and it did not work at first. The nut was off of the selector switch, and I found a nut, put that back on there, and I believe it was on FM when I tried it the first time. It didn't do anything, and so I switched it to AM after I got that nut back on there, because you couldn't switch it without that. And then I started getting AM stations, as you'll see in the clip, but like I said, no FM, so that's what the course of action will be on it, is to find out why there is no FM. So that's gonna do it. This is gonna be a short video. Like I said, it's just not much to it, and probably won't even put an ending on it, because it's just like I say, this one clip that I made last night. And like I say, I will get into this. I think I take her to tutoring at 4:30, and then I'll be done. So her parents are supposed to pick her up from that. So once that happens, then I'll probably get back into this, test the tube, and I'll show that testing on the tube tester. This thing has it is an AC/DC chassis, live chassis. I did use my Variac isolation transformer on it, and I say I'd like to have a separate one, because once you get this thing, or once I get it working, I like to switch over to regular line voltage to check it out, which I did, but I was careful not to, because I did measure the chassis to the earth ground, and it was 116 volts. So that does, it's a little dangerous. So anyway, like I say, watch the clip, and we'll get back into it this evening sometime. So we'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Well, as stated in the intro, thought I would take this apart and take a look at it. It did not work at first. Before I took it apart, didn't hear anything out of it. And when I found, I should say, a couple things. This control here was missing the nut, and it was very loose in there. This one here was loose, and so it's tightened up, and this one's got a nut on it now. So that was I think a station in Cincinnati that I just had there. Alright, so that's really not too bad sounding. I don't know what station it is. I don't have the thing, and obviously it's on the it stays with the radio. So I'm not really sure how that works either. I'm gonna have to figure that out, how that pointer moves. So let me get another station here. I can.
WZZP.
There's the local station. I think I can try FM now. See if what that does. Switch this over. See if we get anything out of it. It does have an antenna on it. Just a wire, but it's an antenna. Nothing that way. It does appear that FM is pretty much dead. I do hear a little hum in the speaker, so that probably means the filter cap will need to be changed. I thought at first the tubes wasn't lighting up, but you have to get down there to see them. They're lit up. Alright, nothing on FM. So I'm thinking this may be the FM tube here. Because of the shield for one thing, and underneath of it's got a big shield on it too, so this may be the FM section down here. So again, of course, without any schematic, and I don't really see that I can get one for it because there's no model number showing anywhere on it. So alright, gonna see what else I can find out, and I'll bring you back later.
Yeah.